So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and let's talk about Plunder. Why? Because there's a little video that's circulating around where a certain data miner just happened to find this weird video that just showed what almost looked like gameplay with the Plunder bar. And this talk immediately started that Plunder may make its return. Now I could end the video here, and for those of you who just wanted to hear those words, you can click away. But for those of you who want to stay, I'm going to instead now focus on why would it be a good idea for Plunder to come back. Well, let's look at the state of where Warzone is going to be once we get into Season 2. So first off, you're going to have mazrah, Building 21, as well as the island as your three DMZ maps. You're going to have Resurgence on the island. You're going to have regular Battle Royale on mazrah. So why do we need Plunder? Well, let's look at this from the perspective of people who don't own Modern Warfare 2. People want to be able to level up their guns and work on stuff as needed. Now granted, currently you can kind of do that in DMZ until you get into a case where you spawn in one of the spots where someone else can spawn in and immediately see you, in which case you're getting gunned down in seconds and it's game over. And once that happens, it's a 2-hour timer until you can use your reserve slot again. And even if you have 3 slots, you're again playing with fire because you're trying to work on, okay, let's say you're working on snipers, which you see me working on right now. Now, why would Plunder be the better choice? A, contracts give a lot of XP, even going back into Plunder as well as Battle Royale. They were a way for people to level up their weapon without even at times firing a single shot. Now, at other times, this would also mean that people could test their loadouts, because let's face it, there's no real place to test out your loadouts in Warzone 2 yet. You just have Battle Royale, and then you have DMZ. Testing out your weapons on bots only for someone to gun you down when you only have 1 plate is not exactly a way to test out your weapons. Plunder was a place where everyone from the casual players to the major content creators could test out the weapons, test their viability. For those of you who remember, Storage Town was a wonderful place to go to test your metal, to see if the SMG you built was going to do you good. The shotgun you built, was it any good? For those who had sniper rifles, you'd sit just outside of Storage Town for the same reason. You wanted to see, could you land your shots, etc. And this became the norm because Plunder was made for every playstyle. Not to mention that this meant that you could play Plunder for easy leveling up, for quick access into Warzone without having to worry about, okay, I gotta get my loadout first and then I pray I don't die. You die, you respawn, you can continue going. And for those people who go, well, just play multiplayer. For some people, they made the financial choice not to get Modern Warfare 2. And we don't hold that against anyone, because that was their choice. If they want it, they want it. But it wouldn't hurt to have Plunder because, again, creates a place for you to work on loadouts, gives you a place to level up weapons, or even work on camo challenges that are more difficult to get done in ground war. For example, long shots are a pain in the ass to do on any other thing. You want to know how many times we hopped on the Plunder and started doing long shots with any weapon? It was a go-to. It made things incredibly easy. Adding Plunder back would make the camo challenges so much better, especially for Platinum. Now, with that being said, I want to hear in the comment section down below, do you think Warzone 2 has the room for Plunder? Now, we're talking about them adding a game mode, not an entire new map. So it wouldn't take up as much space as you think. You already have it that you have a timer that already exists in DMZ. You already have a looting system that exists, as well as buy stations and everything in between. So all you really need is places to deposit the cash, as well as just setting, the limit, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, and setting the ranks. So again, in that comment section down below, where do you rest on the idea of Plunder coming back? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think that we'll see it in Season 3? Or do you think we'll be seeing it much sooner, as a lot of people have been requesting it to come back? And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment down below, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to click that subscribe button, as well as follow us on all of our socials. And you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. And of course, as always, this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to click that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers. What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.